Let's pivot to a guy who certainly embraces that philosophy in Urban Meyer. He built a program full of selfless guys with some really great leaders in his time in Ohio State. And now he's making the jump to the NFL for the first time in his career. I can't think of a better person to ask than someone like you who's been on both sides of that, right? Understanding the differences between running a high-profile Power 5 conference college program and also running an NFL franchise. Different environments in the locker room, different ways you have to go about talking to players and handling your business. Maybe it's just a big overarching question, but do you think Urban Meyer will succeed at that level? And can you pinpoint for us some of the differences that you noticed when you went, in between those two levels there?
Well, it's hard. It's different. The football part, what's happening on the field is relatively similar. The difference on the field is managing the clock, managing time, making game time decision or game day decisions. So many games in the NFL come down to the last drive, and if you mismanage the clock, if you waste timeouts, if you make poor decisions, those can come back to haunt you. In college football, it's not as important. And so many games that Ohio State were in, they were blowouts. The clock stops after first downs. That doesn't happen in the NFL. There's a 2-minute warning. So it's very different. And every decision you make is critical. And that's going to be different. That's going to be different for Urban. He has never operated in that environment, but there's no doubt he can handle it as long as he recognizes it. And there's no doubt he's recognized it. I mean, this is a smart guy. Differences are, as you mentioned, how you talk to your players, how you treat your players. These aren't going to be high school players that are coming in awe of you. These are men. These are professionals. These guys are established. They make a lot of money. They're well known. You're going to have to earn their respect. They're going to have to earn your respect, and you're going to have to earn their respect. It's not going to just be given like it is at the high school level. So it's how you talk to them. It's how you treat them. If you at one time ever demean them, they're going to shut you off. You have to build trust. I mean, you have to build trust in any, successful organization, but you can lose it really fast at that level. I think that Urban will do well. First of all, he's getting the best player in the draft as the first round pick, and that helps a lot. He's got the support of his organization. He's in a great city. They're hungry for a winner. He's a very smart guy. He's been successful. He knows how to adapt. I think you have to be careful about what you say. Your megaphone's a little bit larger when you're in the NFL. Some of the things you say can come back to haunt you a little bit quicker. Kind of his comments, the free agency should be more like recruiting, I thought was, a little naive. It just showed that he was a college coach going to the pros, and it's understandable he'd think that way, but that's never going to happen. So you just got to be careful about what you say, But this is a smart guy, He's a successful guy. And he's a great football coach. He's put together, I think, a tremendous staff around him, and it's going to be fun to see what happens in Jacksonville.